Hey guys. Oh, sorry. Few technical difficulties. So who's in the room today? Hey King, McNeil. What's up? Not much. Sunday afternoon, we got freezing rain outside. See, hey Steve, how are you? Everyone check out Steve's vlog. Yeah, we got freezing rain, and then it's supposed to change to snow. Hey Matt, how are you? Oh, you just got plain rain? Oh no, we have freezing rain right now. When's your channel going up, Matt? The snow's coming later. Right now it's freezing rain. I've been waiting for your channel, Matt. I don't have any moderators. I need some emails so I can add you. So if you want to moderate this channel, send me an email. Oh, you have to get a new computer. Yeah. You're doing a 200 subscriber giveaway. What time, Junior? Hey, Ian, how are you? I'll check. Steve maybe got lost in there. But with all the trolls going around, you kind of need it. When you hit 200 subs? Oh, okay. Oh, you're doing a giveaway. Okay. So everyone check out Junior's Gem Reptiles and Life. Snail mail. Yeah. Well, I get a lot of updates through the from the channel. So maybe just got lost in there. So we got 6. Anyone got any questions to start it off? Yeah, just keep hitting that like button. Oh, you have a little snow tonight, Ian. Well, I got a lot. Thanks, Junior. Yeah, we got freezing rain right now. We had snow this morning. We had about 2 centimeters of snow, and now it's changing to rain. I'll comment on your last. Okay, thanks, Steve. Yeah, with all the trolls and the trolls going around on YouTube right now, it's crazy. Yeah, so you can get it. Yeah, cabin fever. I'm going. Yeah, I know, Matt. I'm going crazy too. I'm out walking now with my camera. I mean, oh God, it's been a long winter. I actually have another dump site or a bottle site that I'm going to be checking out. I was talking to a farmer, and he was telling me that there's one on the back of his property. So I'm going to check that out in the spring. Jimmy, can we see the bottles behind me? Oh, okay. You want to see them? What do you want to see? What do you want to see, Steve? I also have a cabinet that's full of bottles. And then I'm trying to find a display case. Good afternoon, what's that? Thornton 64. How are you? Yeah, a lot of these came from Scotland. Is that a moonshine bottle? No. I got medical stuff, yeah. My friend Ian from Hindo Digs It. you should check out his channel. He's in Scotland. He sent me a lot of these bottles, like these little ginger beers and cream bottles, and I have a lot of his upstairs in my dining room on my mantle, and then I got a display case. It's on the other side of the room. But I'm looking for another display case so I can get out the rest of my bottles, because they're still packed away since I moved. My favorite find in 2017. Yeah, well, my favorite find was that catgut vial. I know it wasn't that old, but you don't normally find a full vial buried in the dirt. It's probably been there for 80 years. Last year I did a lot of digging, but I didn't find a lot. Hey Steve, how are you? Steve Diamond. Everyone check out his. He's having a bottle giveaway right now on his channel, and Steve Diamonds, and he's in Scotland. He digs along with Hindo Digs It, and right now Steve has a giveaway. Yeah, yeah. So check out Steve Diamond's channel and Hindo Digs It. And don't forget Steve Vlogs. So everyone check out everybody's channel. You're bottle hunting now. What are you looking for, Junior? He has a bin. Oh, Diamond has a ginger beer for me. Oh, okay. I still have some stuff for him. I'm behind him in my mailing. My mother-in-law had a stroke, so we've been focusing on her. Anything old, yeah. Well, I try to find anything old. There's not much I don't bring back, as long as it's got some value, from toys to old spoons to well, anything really. But then again, that's how you end up with a large collection like me. When am I hoping to get out digging? Probably, well, judging by the weather, probably not till end of March. My oldest bottle. Okay, everyone just, I'll be back in a second. Sorry guys, my oldest bottle is from 1850, and it's a mineral water bottle that came from Ireland. Oh yeah, hi Steve, hi Diamond, say hi to each other. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't know where it is at the moment. I've been, I have my display case down here, and I'm surprised it's not in there, unless it's way at the back and I can't see it. But I'll get it out next time. Yeah, but it's 1850. I'm hoping to come over to Scotland too, Ian. Oh, it would be exciting to come over to Scotland and dig. I'll teach Ian how to. Oh no, sorry. I'll teach Steve how to dig bottles. Steve needs to show more of how he's digging. But no comment, Steve? Steve Diamond? So we got 9 in the room and 6 likes. Oh, the loner guy. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, so in Canada, like right now, we've got, you hit the like good. We have, like right now, I have about 2 feet of snow. Severe shortage of footage. Well, you're just going to have to go back out, Steve Diamond. You gotta keep that straight. And do some more footage. iDetect has detected his channel. Oh, deleted. Oh, I didn't know that. Why did he delete his channel? Something happened, or because I seen something this morning, but I wasn't too sure. I don't know the word on the street yet. No, I seen that there was a notice on it. Yeah, 10 feet of frozen ground. Yeah, but see, that's the problem, Matt. Exactly, Matt just said it. Like I've got about 2 feet of snow, but then the frost is down, like Matt just said, 8 to 10 feet. So in order to start digging, that frost has to come out. The frost is really deep this year. It's actually you can feel it on the road. The frost is lifting the pavement. And it's freezing sewers down in Toronto, like freezing water mains. It's down quite far. Even the cemeteries, you can't bury anyone right now until May because the frost is so deep. So next time I'll have the camera set up so you can see my display case. Maybe I'll do it on that side of the room and then I don't have to leave. I just gotta reach back and grab it. Boys and girls put out videos. I don't know about that. Yeah, it would be nice to see some photos. Well, why don't you a parody? Why don't you make a video using your phone? Because you can get a phone app, and then you can scan in your photos. My scanner on my phone is from Ancestry.com. Because I'm a family, like I have my family tree on Ancestry, so I can download their photo scanning app. It's actually free. You just got to go to I think Google Play or Pay or whatever it's called, and you can download it. What do I prefer, cods or creams? I like cods. But I also like the cream pots too. Until you sent me those cream pots, I never had any. You have a question on yellow glass. Okay, what's your question? But yeah, cream pots are good. But those torpedo bottles you sent me, they were amazing. Never had one of those. Do the guys in Scotland ever dig insulators? That's off the hydro poles and stuff. Ian, Steve, that's your question. Steve Diamond, that's your question. Yeah, okay, you can send me some pics. And Steve, so you've never found insulators? Just a sec, I'll show you one. This is what Matt's talking about, insulators, and they were on top of the hydro poles for hydro lines and telephone lines and stuff like that, and they're made out of glass. They screw on the top. Now this is one of mine. That was years ago. Okay, no insulators digging. Thank you. You found one on the beach, ceramic. So the ceramic ones wouldn't be that old. Yeah, Matt lives near me. I actually met Matt at the Milton Steam Air, which is an antique show. He was displaying his insulators. Matt is a bottle digger, and Matt Fober, and he's in the chat, and he has his bottle digging. He digs for bottles pretty much the same way as I do, in the old bottle dumps on farms and stuff like that. But his main interest is insulators. Right now he's been digging up a lot of pop bottles. So what will help? But if you want to know about yellow bottles or yellow glass, yellow glass is just formed by the amount of magnesium or different chemicals to give it that yellow color. I would have to get out my books, and I don't remember it offhand, but glass is made from silica sand, and then they add different chemicals, whether it's magnesium, nickel, you can add gold. The screw top, do I like the screw top bottles? Yeah, they were excellent. Oh, who likes screw tops? I mean, you mean like this? Canadian History Hunters. Right. This is a screw top. This is a screw top. Is that what you're talking about, Ian? This one here was from the Shell gas station. It still has a little of the paint. You can see there. It's from the 1950s. Oil, and it has the Shell. You see right there. Yeah, underneath, above my finger, you'll see the Shell sign. He smashes screw top bottles when having a bad. No, Steve better not be smashing any bottles. I thought he was just tossing them aside. Now what I do is any bottles I don't take, I rebury them. I mean, in 60 years, those bottles might be worth something to someone else who wants to, well, that happens, you know, when you're, oh, with his spade. Damn, Ian, or Steve Diamond, you got a bad temper. But yeah, so I rebury anything like anything I don't take, I rebury it for the next person because the bottles that I dug when I was a kid, I know way back in the 1970s, um, there a lot of them are now worth money. And they said in the 1970s when I was digging them, they said, "Oh, they're garbage because they weren't 100 years old yet." For you sub both good. Yes, show support. Like everyone needs to support each other because we're all on YouTube doing our thing. Oh, hi, Janice Chick. How are you? Yeah, rebury what you find, Steve. Don't smash it. I mean, Steve Diamond or the rest of you guys, rebury it. If you don't want it, put it back in the ground. I mean, 70 years from now or 50 years, someone else is going to come along and they're going to be digging, so they want to find something. And by that time, it might be actually worth something. I mean, if we dig everything out of the ground and smash it or take it all home, there'll be nothing for the next person. And this is a fun hobby. I mean, hi Eddie, how are you? It's a fun hobby. I think I have more fun just finding pots and kettles. What you can take down your this pretty cool, Ray. He gets very aggressive towards me when he's having a bad bottle day. Ah, Steve Diamond, you got to stop that. What you need is a beer. That's good. I'm doing good. I had a bad morning. I had a real bad headache through the night. I was up at 1:30 with a bad migraine headache. Yeah, bottles are awesome. But when it comes to bottles, I actually like the color. The color means a lot. How long is this live stream going? Maybe an hour and a half. You're doing a live stream? Well, I'll have to come over and check it out. This is my second one, so I've actually got 13 people watching. But yeah, rebury everything. Don't smash it. If you need to get aggressive, Steve Diamond, go grab a pint and have a cigarette and chill out. Oh, you're having one tonight. Okay, I'll stop in. Last night I was in Dark Matter, his live stream. And I was in Shoot the Shit and Steve Vlogs. If he's still in the house, I was in his. Steve Vlogs was up. I was up at 1:30. You're smashing ketchup bottles is yeah. No, don't smash the ketchup bottles. I know I want to smash them too. I find so many ketchup bottles. Oh, this past year, I probably have found about 200. Yeah, ketchup bottles are garbage. But the early ones, guys, Heinz ketchup, I don't know if it's known, but Heinz ketchup they were putting out ketchup back in the 1890s. So I've actually done this past year, done a little research on Heinz ketchup. So, no, don't break them. No, don't break them. Yeah, the old Victorian sauce bottles are beautiful. Some of them, yeah, really are nice. But don't smash the bottles because you got to think of the animals going through the bush. What about kids running through the bush or running through the fields? Kids are running along. You know, okay, bye. Okay, you're going to watch the Pirates What, that's more important than my live stream? Okay, we'll see you later. Yeah, you got to think about who else is going to be in that bush. Like I try to make sure there's no jagged glass because you don't want kids running through it. You don't want animals. You know, you just don't want that. Oh, you're leaving, Steve Diamond. Okay, bye. Bye for now. You're gonna watch both. Okay, well that's good. Why Steve Diamond's leaving so soon? But that's just my opinion. You know you want to do what you want to do, but I make sure that I clean up my mess and I don't leave a mess for other people. And besides, some of the property that I go on is private. So I was on one. I had one dig last spring where I had to go in and all the garbage that I found, I had to bag it and take it to the landfill because they wanted that dump site cleaned out. So I do get into those spots where I actually have to clean it out, which is fine, you know, because I just, as I'm digging it, I bag it. Do I have a favorite type of bottle? Oh, it's Nathan. My favorite type of bottle? Not really. No. The ones I've been getting from Steve Diamond and Hindo Digs It have been really special. They're from Scotland. My family actually comes from around the area that they live in. So they were sending me some bottles around the time period. He likes ketchup bottles. Who does? I don't like ketchup bottles. There was a couple videos in 2016 that I did where I found an old ketchup bottle from, I think it was about 1900. You love ketchup bottles. What, the new ones? No, I don't like them. There's so many. And they don't break. I mean, come off it. How many times do you go into a bottle site and find a broken ketchup bottle? I mean, they should use that glass on the space shuttle. I know you're just kidding. What bottles do I hate the most digging up? Besides ketchup bottles is pickle and mayonnaise. The pickle jars and the mayonnaise jars are just garbage. But you can find stuff in it. Like the one video I did in the fall, I actually found a marble in one of the bottles. Howdy, Yoper 57. How are you doing? I'll actually show you my marble collection. You hate. Yeah, it's really, you know, you get in the hole. Let's say it's a cobalt blue bottle. So just a sec, I'll show you. So you get into a hole, okay? I posted a video this morning of this. So this is the one that I found. So it was sitting in the hole like this. So it was covered in dirt. I saw the top part and I started freaking. It's like, yeah, but it wasn't embossed. No embossing, but I still kept it because, like, okay, somebody asked me what type. This is a type of glass I love in, like it's the cobalt. And then the next I like, need to see what the game's like. Okay. Yeah, so cobalt blue is one of my favorites. But yeah, it says genuine milk and magnesia. It's made in Canada. And Canadian glass is actually kind of rare because there's not as many Canadians. Let's say in 1920, there's not as many Canadians as there was like in the States where they had hundreds of millions. Did not send you cobalt blue poison, if I remember. No, I don't think you did. You sent me the green ones, which were awesome. Like, check out those videos, guys. Hey, digging with DJ, yeah, digging with DJ. Check out her channel. She sent me some knee pads that I'm going to be using in the spring. You switch to the History channel. I watch that all the time. But okay, this is my marbles. These are some of the marbles that I have found bottle digging, like in the last 30, 35 years. You know, I find one or two at a time, but yeah, I keep them all. But yes, check out the videos. You hardly ever see marbles are hard, but like when you dig as many dumps as I've dug in 30 years, you know, you're bound to find one or two here and there. What was I going to say? Damn it, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, check out the videos where I open the mail. Oh, you're welcome. You did a shout out for me. Oh, and Hindu. Okay, I'll have to see it. Maybe I did see it. I've seen so many videos lately. I'm sorry. But thank you. What's the best dump you've ever done that you remember? Oh, okay. Well, Ian, you've been with my channel basically right from the start. So, do you remember in my first videos where I'm going down inside the rocks, like in the caves at that farm? Because that place was amazing. I found a lot of old bottles. So when I went back to it and I started doing videos, I thought I was going to find some more, but I must have cleaned them out. But yeah, that was my best one. And it's inside the escarpment. You're not from Canada, so the escarpment is a large it's a large tract of land that goes through the States and everything. Yeah, in the rocks it was packed with bottles. That was the best one because I found cars, I found painted bottles, I found and some of those bottles still had labels on it. And the cars were in real good shape. Jimmy's almost at 1,000 buses. Yeah, almost 1,000. It's amazing. Thank you. Like every morning I get up and like I have even more. I'm just like I'm amazed that I've even got past 25 subscribers because I didn't think I was that interesting. I know my kids don't think I'm that interesting. Oh, thank you. But I enjoy all of yours, all your channels that I'm subscribed to because I only subscribe to channels that I really enjoy. I think most of the ones I actually watch. I watch a lot of videos. There might be a few I don't watch. I just subscribe to because I was in. Yeah, I enjoy yours. I've been watching some of yours. I'm a legend. No, Ian, I'm not number one, but thank you. I wish I was number one. Yeah, so that was my best one. But oh wow, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. But yeah, I enjoy all your videos. Like I look forward to them. I barely watch regular TV anymore. Because I look forward to Steve vlogs, Steve Diamonds, Hindu Digs It. Like I can name them, and I enjoy them all. even though Hindu Dixit hasn't put a video out this weekend, but I'm sure he's been busy. I was disappointed when you deleted your channel last year. You had a lot of good videos. But I'm going to be going out metal detecting this spring. So my cousin is giving me a metal detector, and I was supposed to get it last fall, or even last summer, I think, but things just didn't work out. My daughter was getting married, and that was hectic. So, but I'm going to go out metal detecting, and I might actually go out metal detecting in March. Oh, I haven't seen it yet, Ian. He did tell me over the phone it is a good one. My cousin bought it for himself, and it's a good one, but I forgot what it was. I was using my dad's metal detector, but my dad's is an old one. Like my dad's metal detector is like from the 1976 or 78. But yeah, I have a lot of places I want to go metal detecting. But somebody asked me this week if I give out my addresses to my sites. No, I don't. I don't give out my addresses. If you come to my house, I'll take you out there, but I won't give it out online or anything like that. Oh, we're up to 10. Oh, 15 likes. That's awesome. Well, yeah, check out... no, I don't give out addresses. I don't give my home address out. If you go onto my YouTube account, you'll see my mailing address, which is a P.O. box. I don't give out my home. No, I'm not saying the S word either. No, we're saying bus. Yeah. You'll come. We plan to dig sometime when it warms up. Yeah, that sounds good. Layla said that, yeah. But yeah, I picked up some subscribers from, it's a chat room, Shoot the Shit. And it's a brother and sister. They sit out on your front porch, and so they basically shoot the shit. They kind of act like they're hillbillies. When you're at Steve Diamond. I don't know if I want to go to Steve Diamond's if he's going to smash bottles. Because I keep a lot of bottles with screw tops. Because I know when I first started digging, I took some of my bottles to an antique dealer. He wouldn't look at them. Am I going to do a hunt in Toronto in June? No. I try to stay away from Toronto. I'm not running in the ground. Toronto is a beautiful city, but that's the word, city. I'm not a city person, and I have friends in the city. I go down and see them, so I'm not saying don't go, but I prefer being out in the country. You know, I enjoy going out bottle hunting. I'm from Canada, yes. I enjoy going out bottle hunting, not just for the hunt, but just going out to the bush for I get peace and quiet. Yeah, I live in Ontario. If you look on the map, you'll see Lake Huron. Lake Huron is one of the largest lakes. Okay, and a fish on. Yeah, there's lots of fish, but I live near Lake Huron. I'm about a 15-minute drive from Lake Huron. Do you have ox over in Canada? Yeah. What, oxen? Oxen's like in the actual beast, or oxen cubes? Okay, you're turning out. Okay, bye for now. Eddie, oxtails. Yes. Yes, we do. You'll be back later? Okay. See you later. Yeah, we have oxtails. My mother liked pickled pig's feet. That was her favorite thing. Growing up, we would have. You'll be back in a bit. Okay, DJ. Um, we used to have. Well, my favorite is stuffed beef heart. So yeah, everybody check out everybody's channel. Show support. It's like I kind of agree with the new rules, what they're doing. I understand it, but doesn't mean that I don't think it's actually right. If you're just starting at like if you just like when I started out my channel, it took me 4 months to hit. I started in July, and by December I hit 100 subscribers, and that's when Hindu Digs It and Steve Diamond they subscribed to my channel when I was still under 100. Yeah, I think it was about 75 when they joined up. But yeah, I've had such a great time on here, talking to everybody. Um, like I talk to a lot of people. Like I was going to say, if Steve Blogs is still in the room, he was up last night at 1:30, and he was literally falling asleep. I think it was about 3 o'clock when he finally laid down. That was Eastern time. He was in Central time, so it was probably around 2 o'clock his time or something like that. Anyway, he lives down in Texas. But yeah, YouTube is really they're watching everybody to see who's doing the old saying the S word. S for S. They don't want that. Plus, when you start doing that, you're not getting actual people watching your watching your videos. Like I had this past month. Well, the last 28 days, I've had over 3,000 views. So you have to get the watch time and the watch hours. So anyone have any more questions? I'm just rambling on, waiting for the next questions. You'll make a video and post them as soon as I can, hopefully the first one before the snow melts. Yeah. My oldest bottle, someone asked me that earlier, is from 1850. It's a mineral water bottle from Ireland, and I found that one. It was on the outskirts of Toronto. Where I found it is now paved over. It's now, I think it's a parking lot. A lot of my bottle sites from when I dug as a kid are all gone. But there's still Granny's Dump. I'm going to be going back to Granny's Dump this spring, and I'm going to dig out some more there. I still have lots to dig there. Who's all bottle diggers in the room? Yeah, there's about, I think there's 5 bottle diggers in the room. If you're a bottle digger, post 1 in the comments so Ian can see. But yeah, I think we got about 6 bottle diggers. I know Matt's a bottle digger, Canadian History Hunter's a bottle digger. Yeah, and so there's Ian, Steve, Canadian History Hunter, Matt Forward, and you know there's about 6 of them here. Oh, now it's down to 4. It must be pretty boring for everybody just to head out. But next time I'll try to get all the bottles. I'll set it up so that you can see my bottles like you can here. I'll set it up on the other side of the room, and if you guys have any questions, I can pull them out easy. But it's hard to do. It's hard to figure out what people want. This is Matt on your new channel. How are ya? Yeah, what was I going to say? But yeah, I've kept a lot of bottles over the years. I did sell quite a few. At one point I said I was going to get out of antiques, so I sold a bunch of my stuff. A message in the bottle? No. No, sorry, Captain. I haven't found a message in a bottle. I've sent out messages in a bottle when I was a kid. You have? What did you find, Steve? I know when I was a kid, we went on a trip to Nova Scotia. The most expensive bottle I have. Oh. Did you ever hear back? No, I didn't hear back, no. Yeah, I was in Nova Scotia, and I was about 16, and I put a message in a bottle, and I threw it in the ocean. That was the best collection, Steve Diamond. What? The best collection of what? Bottles? But my most expensive bottle is probably about $65. You found a message that used to be on a balloon. Oh yeah, well yeah. What did it say? What did the message say? Well, I really haven't found a lot of real expensive bottles. I have a lot of expensive glass. Like I have a lot of glass, but like any type of glass that's I collect glass from 1930 back. I don't collect much from the 50s and 60s. But yeah, I have a lot of glass. My oldest, I have a creamer from 1860. That's pressed glass. I haven't done a video on pressed glass. Do I collect pipes? Smoking pipes? And it said, I'm serious. Do you know who killed me with a picture of a girl at date? Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's awful. I hope it was a joke. Victorian pipes. Yeah, I've actually found some. Oh, hi, Diggin. Yeah, I've actually found some pipes. I was going to do a video on the ones I found. It's similar to the ones you found. I know, right? No, was it real? I hope it's not real. Yeah, I found some clay pipes. I've actually got them. I think I have one with a face on it. Most of my clay pipes were made in Glasgow. Yeah, Glasgow, I believe. I found a clay pipe on my great-grandfather's farm. I actually have that. I believe it was his, so because I know he smoked a pipe. They were heavy, yeah, really heavy smoke. Yeah, my grandmother came from Glasgow. She came from Glasgow in 1929. She was 15, came to Canada. But yeah, my grandmother's family lived in Glasgow and Edinburgh. And then my dad's father was Inverness area. They lived in about 6 different areas before they were pushed out during the Highland clearance. A lot of Scots came to Ontario. You can go anywhere in Ontario and buy, like if you go to Guelph, Ontario, most of the streets in Guelph are Scottish names. Fergus, a lot of Scottish names. And then we have a lot of towns named after towns and cities in Scotland and England and Ireland. I live near a town that's called Kincardine, and then I have a town near me named Paisley. So yeah, there's a lot of Scottish places. Your cousin has moved to Canada or Toronto. You think? Oh, well, that's a big city. Toronto is growing pretty fast. Toronto has run out of land, so they're now building up. So they're building a lot of condos, the glass towers. He loves it. Oh, I'm glad he likes it. Does he dig bottles? So you have no excuse now, Ian, that you can't come over to Canada. You got no excuse, so you got to come over now. And I've got room here. I got four bedrooms. I got a hot tub. There's no excuse you can't come over. Well, like I said, you've got a place to stay, so you've got. I'll take you around to a lot of the sites. I'm sure your cousin can show you Toronto, so you got no excuse. Steve does not like flying. Why? Flying's fun. Now my wife has never been on a plane. My first time on a plane, I almost shit my pants, but so 5 people. Oh, we keep losing them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to digging over in Scotland and making a joint video with you guys. I might be coming down to the States. I have a cousin that lives in Michigan. You went round the world in a plane and hate it now. Well, I would like to come over in the spring or summer. That's because my daughter's having her baby in July. I don't know if anybody knew, but my daughter Courtney is expecting. She's due in July. You'd have to take 2 weeks off work. Well, then you tell me when the best time would be, or how much notice you would need. Yeah, we're really excited. We're really excited that she's expecting. Yeah, this will be my second grandbaby. We don't know what it is yet, but I'm really excited. My granddaughter is going to be 3 this year, Georgia, and she's amazing. She's got me wrapped right around her little finger. But I'm really young to be a grandparent. Just putting that out there, you know. But it does seem to happen, you know. You have your kids, the next thing you know, you're a grandparent. You can, happens fast. I'll tell her that you have to go, Ian. Okay, well, we'll talk to you later, Ian. Thanks a lot for stopping in. And if Steve's leaving, are you still in here, Steve Diamond? Because you definitely got to get over your fear of flying. Any more? No one's talking here. You're still here. Oh, you're still here. So, when did you fly around the world, Steve? When did you fly around the world? I haven't flown overseas yet. I'm sure they'll bust you back. Yeah, Steve and Ian, they have amazing sights over there. You're still here, DJ. Well, you're not talking. I mean, oh, okay. So Tommy's still in the room. You love my chat. Oh, thank you. You were young, around 10, and went to Hawaii and New Zealand and LA. Oh, you're driving. Okay, thanks, Matt. I'll have to see the pictures afterwards. So yeah, my cousin lives in Michigan, and she keeps asking me when we're coming down to see her. But I have to get a passport. So I have to get a passport before I come to Scotland anyways. I don't have a passport. The last time I was out of Canada was like, 20 years ago. Back years ago when you went to the States, you didn't need a passport. You just showed your driver's license or your birth certificate and away you went. We used to, when I was 21, we used to go to Buffalo on a Friday night and go to the discos and the different other bars and party all night, and come back across the border about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, that's great. Yeah. So stop busting bottles, Steve. Especially the screw tops, because I know they're machine made, and people have a real complaint about machine made bottles, that they're not worth collecting. Ian's a liar. Okay. Now machine made bottles. Oh, okay. What we got? Where is it? Oh, okay. Now this is a machine made bottle. It has the screw top on it. Now, yes, this one's a cobalt, so makes it a little more valuable. But like, if you think about it, in another 4 years, this bottle will be 100 years old. So how many of these bottles are actually left? So you give it another 50 years, how many of these bottles are going to be left? Not a lot. So the price of these bottles will go up. Granted, pickle jars and ketchup jars won't be worth anything, but there's a lot of other bottles. I like the bottles from the 1920s, the Art Deco, because they had a lot of like the shampoo bottles and the cologne bottles. They're all different shapes and designs. Like in the 1920s, they did a lot of experimenting on different styles. Like you can actually see, like in some bottles from the 1920s, you can actually see some Art Deco Like, there's different styles out there, just amazing. So I like to keep a lot of the stylized bottles from the 1920s. And now, granted, they're not worth as much right now. Like right now, like a shampoo bottle from 1920, you might get a couple bucks for it. But, you know, for me, I'm not collecting them because of the money. I'm collecting because of what they look like the style. And, you know, like if you're going to have a hobby, you can't base your hobby on what it's worth, because will you ever sell it? You know, are you collecting bottles for your old age? You know, are you going to turn 65 and sell them and retire on what your bottle collection is worth? No. You're collecting them because you enjoy it. Like, I'll never find $1 million bottle. If I did, I'd probably sell it. You know, I would love to have $1 million. You love buying doubles thing, yeah. You know, I've got a lot of doubles, especially in the 1920s. Some of the bottles, people look at them, like especially the shampoo bottles. I've got some with some labels still on them, and they're so tiny, these little shampoo bottles, that they couldn't have like washed their hair much. Because now a shampoo bottle now is like huge, and it's big around, and but I mean, the shampoo bottles even back in the 1940s and 50s were really small, tiny little bottles. You just put a little drop on your hand, I guess. And the dish soap bottles were small. Everything was a lot smaller. But you know, you would think they would have had more, considering like in the 1920s, a lot of families had like 12 kids. I know my dad comes from a family of, he come from a family of 16 kids. I've got 23 first cousins. So, the room's quiet again. I'm just going to keep on rambling, so if you got something to ask me, shout it out. Because unfortunately, you got 16 likes or people join your channel. So don't say the S word, say they join your channel. But yeah, Steve and Ian's channel is good. I'm waiting for Matt Forberg to get his channel up and running. You enjoy my rambling? Oh, the kids are joining too? See, what are you sitting there throwing popcorn at me and making fun of me? Am I nervous twitches? And I know I have a lot of nervous twitches. Unfortunately, it's the nervous twitches come along, but as far as marbles go, I'll show you a couple of these. Everybody remembers these? Everybody remembers those. This one here is nice. This one's white. I don't know if you can see it. This one here. These marbles here were all in the 1920s and 30s. This is a nice one. A nice green one. I was going to tell you something. Now, about marbles. Okay, you see this marble, it's green, it has the white through. Well, these were made at the end of the day. And if you go to the glassware, like you go to an antique shop and you'll see some green glass and it has some white on it. Well, this would be made from what was left over from that. There's another one. I actually like this one. This is a nice one. That's some expensive marbles. I actually have this one. That one's amazing. I should have had a glass on it. I think some of them are actually glow in the dark. Woodbine Beach Park in Toronto is where the hunt is. Okay, how far am I with that? I'm about 2 hours. I know where it is. Are you going to be going, DJ? Losing my marbles. Yeah, I actually got. Yeah, some marbles actually worth quite a bit. If you go online, you can see the value of marbles. A good possibility. Okay, well, is it what? Metal detecting in Toronto? Sorry about that, folks. I do have a stutter. I try not to, but it sometimes kicks in. And you have to excuse my hair. It's really getting poofy. I haven't had a haircut. Ray the Explorer. Hey Ray. New here. I remember finding him growing. That one went out. Okay, so okay, you remember finding them growing in the cotton mills. What do you remember? Marbles? I know we used to go to school and shoot the marbles. I don't have many marbles left. I lost my marbles. Finding marbles, yeah. You can find them at the old schoolhouses. You go to the one-room schoolhouses and you go around some of the big trees and stuff. You can find marbles there. But you can find them in the dump bottle sites because, I don't know, they get mixed in. I mean, if you think about it, people lose rings, they lose earrings, they lose all kinds of stuff right now when they toss out the trash. So it was no different in the 1920s losing stuff in the trash. I mean, really, the more time goes, the more everything stays the same. You got 1800 school in Tennessee. Do you have a metal detector? So you should check it out. Go in the spring. I don't know. You guys don't get much snow there, do you? Because if you got lots of snow, frost has a way of pushing things up. So the best time, as far as up here, I can only tell you what I do up here. But first thing in the spring, when the snow starts to melt and the sun starts getting hotter, the frost starts coming out of the ground. Not really. You're in east. No, yours actually nice and kind of warm there. Like you do get fall and winter, but you don't get like what we get. But up here, frost pushes things out of the ground, and that's the best time. First thing in the spring when the ground's starting to warm. But in Tennessee, I don't know. If you were to go to the one room schoolhouse and think about when the kids came outside, so chances are you could locate probably that the kids were shooting marbles closer to the actual building, because the kids, if you go out further, they were probably playing baseball, stuff like that. So the kids shooting marbles will be closer to the building. If that helps, I don't know, but check it out. But when I go to like if I go to a farmhouse looking for an old dump, I have to start thinking about where a farmer would put his trash. And a farmer would not put his trash. Any clay marbles? I have some. Not in with these though. Not in with those. I have them upstairs. I'm gonna have to bring down some stuff or set up my camera in an area where my stuff is. I didn't want to show you guys everything. But I have to get a large bookcase or something to display my bottles, because my display case is full. I got some here. This was intended for my toys that I collect, but my bottles seem to have taken over that. But I also, this is some of my oddball things. This is I found this at an auction sale. It's a tire gauge, and it's for the balloon tires. It's from 1929 tire gauge. Still in the original leather pouch. Awesome. But you can find, like, even when you're not looking, you can find stuff. But yeah, it's too bad some of you guys couldn't come over to the antique show. I mean, if you're in Milton, Ontario on Labor Day weekend, I will be at the Milton Museum. Country Heritage Park has a steam show, and me and Matt will be in the Yes Steer barn. And I usually bring down I usually have a display of pretty much a sample of everything that I collect. I mean, you guys would be amazed at the stuff I collect. My wife is amazed because it's all through the house. Look at 18 likes. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. And there's 6 people in the room and nobody's talking. What was the last question? Yeah, you have to check it out. So, Ray, do you ever go out bottle digging, or you got some old bottles? You found a bunch in the creek? Yeah. Oh, bottles in the creek are amazing, because if you follow that creek, like okay, so you're getting off the side of the road, and you go down to the creek, and you can find these bottles and stuff. But if you actually follow that creek up, you might come across where the actual dump site is from. I love going into creeks. I was in a creek last summer. I did some videos where I was walking through a creek, and I was looking for bottles. I was looking for anything. I have to go back there again because I believe I'm onto a bottle site along the side of the creek, because farmers dump their garbage along rivers, near swamps, anything wet. As long as their cattle weren't around. So if you go on a farm, find a place where the cattle couldn't roam, where the horses couldn't go, and you'll probably find a dump site. Or a dead end road, because people dump stuff on the side of the road. They dumped stuff on the side of the road in 1920. They dump it off now. Nothing else has changed. People are still dumping their garbage everywhere. You just got to find it. You know where most of the old dumps are. Have you gone through them all? Have you gone through some of them? Because I know of where my grandparents' farm is. Uh, I used to go through the bush and the tree lines and the fence lines, and I used to go. I mean, I had a playground of about 100 acres. Oh, not in years. Well, you should go. Bottle digging, you never you never lose it. It's always in it's always in you, and it's fun. Gets you out of the house. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy going out bottle digging. Not maybe not even just for the bottles anymore, but just to get out and seeing what I can find. Like when I found that cat gut. Like I found a lot of cat gut vials before. Magnet fish, yep. I did there's some videos from last March and April. I went out magnet fishing. I will probably go out again as soon as the ice is off the lakes and the rivers. Like right now, Lake Huron and all that, they have about 16 inches of ice. Or yeah, I checked them out. I find a lot of iron because it's a magnet. You're going to pick it up. Like you're not going to find a lot of gold, but anyways, I find some iron and some other things, and so yeah, I'll probably go back out again in a few weeks once the ice is off, because now we're into February. It's just a matter of time before it starts warming up. I'm hoping for an early spring. Oh, that would be awesome. The Civil War. I had my aunt and uncle moved from Toronto down to, I think it was Tennessee area. I'd have to check. And they were, my uncle was involved in the Civil War. I think his name was Samuel Hutchinson. He was in, he didn't get killed in the Civil War, but he fought. He was in I think the last year of the Civil War. And I've been trying to find out information on him, where he fought and stuff, but they eventually moved back to Toronto, I guess, when they retired. So yeah, I do have a lot of relatives because one of my ancestors came over on not the original Mayflower, but it was like Mayflower number 13, and came over from England, landed in New York, and their property was in Manhattan, and there was a big during the American Revolution, a lot of my relatives came up to Canada, but I still have a lot of family on the eastern seaboard. But I do family history as well, so that's how I know all this. I started doing my family tree when I was 18, and I'm now 53, so I've got a lot of I go at family history like I do antiques. I don't stop till I find out, get what I want, what I'm looking for. Well, I think I'm going to have to sign off, guys. I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. So I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate everyone stopping by, all the questions. And I'll talk to you again. We'll talk to you later, Canadian History Hunter. Yeah, nice talking to you, Ray. And nice talking to you, DJ, if you're still in the room. And Steve, you're still in here. Okay, well, we'll talk to you again, Steve. I might do a live stream through the week, so I'll let you know. So take care. Bye for now.